right, it is time for Top of the Top. All right, here is a good story. A man in Washington, D.C. is now suing the organizers of the Powerball lottery after checking his ticket on the official website where he matched all 6 numbers. So, understandably, he believed that he won $340 million. Guess what, though? Guess what? Apparently, that website had a typo. They posted the wrong winning numbers. They were not removed until 3 days later. So they insist it was just an error. They did not pay him the jackpot. Do you think he has a case? Yes, we know our audience feels like he has a case. Sheryl.
I think he does. Yes. It's not his fault that they messed up on the computer and made him believe that he had won. And he checked the official site multiple times. Yeah. It kept saying he was the winner. I hope he screen grabbed when it said I'm the winner. So now he can go in the court and go pay me something. Yeah. He got to pay me all of the money.
Yeah. But probably not all $340 million. But can you imagine if you're like, okay, I go into work the next day, I quit, and then you show up 3 days later, I need my job back.
Well, now we all know what Natalie would do if Natalie won the lottery. That's really nice, Natalie.
You would not be here. Jerry will take over.
Jerry, you were in the movie Jerry Maguire. You know the saying. What is it?
Oh, show me the money.
Yeah. Show me the money. Show me the money. But
Yeah, no, I mean, and for 3 days. That's the thing. It wasn't like for 20 minutes. 3 days. Do we know how messed up the numbers were?
I think it was by a number.
Yeah, it was one off.
I mean, honestly, I think he is owed some money. I think
listen, I'll tell you what he's owed. He's definitely owed like psychiatric bills because the emotional roller coaster
No, I think it was just one big drop. Yeah. It was, euphoria up to here, and then that drop, it was all the way down.
I just hope he didn't, buy a new mansion, a Porsche, and all the things
any of that until you have the money.
Well,
hey, he was like, he probably could go to the bank look at this, look at the ticket, give me a loan right now. I'm buying this house.
I'm a winner. I am a winner.
Paying a loan based on, I wouldn't get that far until somebody gave me the money.
Well, it's before the Washington Superior Court, so Washington, D.C. Superior Court. We'll see where it goes with that, but I think he's got a case.
If I'm him, look, there's negligence, there's deception, there's all these different things. I would be in there and I'd make a cool deal. Say, look here, guys, I know y'all jacked up. Give me 10%.
Yeah.
Just 10%. I'm not even trying to be greedy, because I can do the math. That's $34 million. Just give me 10%. But if you say 10%, it sounds really it is 10%. You know what I mean?
Which also would change your life.
That's why I'm asking for 10%.
Even if he matched 5 numbers of the 6, that's a pretty significant.
Oh, you're talking about 80%.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a winner of a Powerball ticket in my mind.
I would take $340 as some scratch off. I'll take that. Because what if I won again? What if I won again?
I want more than that. I like your 10%. If nothing else, 10%.
10% is a lot of $340 million. All right, well, do you think going into the office these days stinks? Well, employers are trying to entice more people back to work using a new secret weapon, smell. According to a recent article in the Wall Street Journal, many offices are taking a cue from luxury resorts. They're pumping in spa-like smells to boost moods. But employers say you may want to be careful. Some scents can trigger allergies. Other scents, though, can trigger sexual arousal. We're talking like lavender, pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie spice. What do you think, guys? It apparently works more on the men than it does on the women.
Well, first of all, pumpkin pie,
pumpkin pie.
I eat pumpkin pie. Never when I eat pumpkin pie am I like, oh yeah.
Well, you know what?
Lavender is to go to sleep. Lavender, you spray it on your pillow so that you have a nice night's sleep.
Well, but it's the combination of the smell. And I actually happen to have
Let's try it on our audience.
Hold on. Where's HR? Where's HR? Hey, HR. I'm going to be HR compliant here. All right, here we go. The sexual arousal. Here we go. Let's see.
You're mixing them?
Oh, together at the same time?
Go.
That can't be a good combination.
Oh! Oh!
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. I would stand up right now. Oh no!
Is it working?
I can't stand up. We might want to go to commercial break.
Akbar. Akbar. Wait a minute, Akbar. Akbar. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
That's lethal. That is lethal.
Hold on.
That is lethal.
Wait, I got a date tonight. I'll be taking these with me. I got a date.
I guess that's what we need, Sheryl.
Jerry, don't.
Cut to Sheryl at her next date. Cheryl's gonna be like,
Oh boy. Jerry, come on, man. I gotta work with you, bro. I gotta work with you. Come on.
That just made me nauseous, not aroused.
Wow.
I wonder.
That smells like one of those bad air fresheners in a car that you step into and you're like, it's too much.
I think it's a dumb idea, though. You don't want to do that.
We don't eat a lot of pumpkin pie, do we, brothers and sisters? I wonder. So would it be sweet potato pie and lavender for the black man?
What about chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah. Warm baked chocolate chip cookies.
Warm or
that's just
vanilla.
making me eat, though.
I wouldn't get anything done. I'd had itis all up at work. It's like, Akbar don't ever do nothing.
Anything that
You know what, though? My brother took me to his new office in San Francisco, and it's one of those new offices where he has a full-on coffee bar, and there's this relaxing station, and there's chefs preparing lunch, and it is
That
like...
work.
That would intrigue me to go to the office, because if I can get my workout in and then relax on a couch while doing my work, and then get a latte.
It's the amenities, because a lot of these offices are sterile, right? You go in, white offices, it's just like you're walking in an official, asylum or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, give me some amenities. Like, when you say food, I like that.
There's like these beautiful lounging areas.
Massage tables.
It's amazing.
I mean, who wants to work when you got all of that going on, right? All right, well, today is the first day of spring training, and MLB players are showing off their new uniforms. Only one problem, or is it? The uniforms are pretty revealing. So the pants, apparently, the pants are so see-through, you can actually see the players' jerseys tucked into them. Take a look. Take a look. See? See? Said jersey. The jersey. What do we think? See, I look at this and I'm like, where's the problem? Apparently this is better.
Of course you would say that.
Look at this poor guy is like, I'm just going to keep my hands right here.
Hold on, but
right
you can literally
here.
see the writing on the jerseys. You can literally see the writing, so you can see the writing is on the wall here.
Oh, is that what you're looking at? The writing on the jersey? Yes, I don't see writing on jersey.
I mean, this would be
It's better
quite
for
embarrassing.
performance and moisture wicking.
No, I will say though. No, I will say, real talk though. Like when the NFL made the switch to the newer jerseys that are lighter in fabric, performance-wise, it is amazing. It's lighter, flexible.
Compression, right?
Compression, like. I think about the stuff that I wore, it was so restrictive. You couldn't barely move, and you kind of...
Baseball, like, their pants aren't all tight. They're baggy.
I know, but the weight of it, and so it's light, performance-wise, it just allows and enhances it. Now, I will say this, though. It is very revealing. So I would say for baseball players, if you're a shortstop, you may not want to wear this.
Or they need to wear the underwear that is like shorts, like long shorts.
But look, hey, if you got it and you can flaunt it, then why not? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Akbar.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Akbar, are you saying that Shohei is about to show his Otani? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. He did, in fact, he did. His picture, he was showing Otani a lot. Anyway, stick around. A lot more of the talk when we come right back. Welcome back. All right, right, there is a new dating app that just launched. It's called Score, which allows people to match by credit score. Now, only people with good to excellent credit can use the app.
Oh.
Which then begs the question, would you date someone with bad credit?
You know what? Probably not. And it would be actually beneficial to know this from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I mean, like, it's, especially as you get older, you kind of do really need somebody that has it together. I was trying to think of other scores, maybe like, although this wouldn't work for me because I was horrible on SATs, but an SAT score app.
Oh, that'd be bad. I don't want that.
I like this one better, the Miss Pac-Man. What's your Miss Pac-Man score?
That's good.
I don't know. Could be. What do you think, Sheryl?
I think
This is a no-brainer for Sheryl, right?
What if their score is high enough, they will score tonight.
Although, on the other side of this, Sheryl,
Yes.
I have heard that broke people tend to overcompensate in the boudoir. Because broke people ain't broke in bed.
Right.
Hey!
Have you heard that?
That is true. It seems like the brokest people seem to have the best moves because they're ambitious in a certain way. But
I don't know what happened during this like soccer football break thing, but this show has become really randy all of a sudden.
well, okay, let me ask you a question
Yeah.
to us as women.
Yeah.
Could he be an unattractive man with a great
Credit score?
credit score, or could he have what could it overcompensate for if he's unattractive but got a lot of money?
Well,
Hey, there's a lot of examples of that.
we've talked about that on this show.
Money makes everyone looks
More
good, even if you
attractive.
get brown packages at your home. So, anyways.
You wrong for that.
What? I didn't say anything.
No, you didn't say brown
Yeah.
packages.
I didn't say anything.
But what if you're a good-looking guy, but
Yeah.
you have horrible credit? Would you
Yeah,
want to fix him up or help him get his credit right?
I think there are some women who can make accommodations, or some people who would make accommodations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, well, look, as a guy, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all lying through your teeth.
Nine.
There's not enough nurturing to help a broke dude with bad credit, even if he looks good. Y'all gonna use him and get him out of there.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Oh, really?
No, when I was younger.
Okay. Oh, when you were younger.
No, when
okay.
I was younger, I helped both of these two people get their lives together, get their credit score
Wouldn't
better.
that have saved
But
you,
now,
though?
in
Wouldn't that
my
have
life,
saved
I
you
would
early
probably be like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah, exactly. Who wants to go through that?
Who wants to go through what?
Go through having to help rehabilitate somebody's bad credit score.
Right. That's what I'm saying. When you're younger, you're more optimistic about those things.
All the fellas, come on, listen to this now. They're telling you the secret.
I would help a guy. I help you start a lemonade stand, work at the gas station, mow some lawns, and get your credit together. And then we'll see if we have a future together. But if you just wasting money, I don't care how you look.
Sheryl, there's no way you're gonna date a guy with a lemonade stand.
Where do you think Minute Maid came from?
I'm sorry. If I said, Sheryl, I have a great date for you, like, what does he do? And I was like, he has a lemonade stand on Laurel Canyon and Crescent. You'd be like, hell no.
Great location. Laurel Canyon. Great location. Is it pink lemonade? I would jump into that relationship and build this man to the financial genius he's going to become.
All right. Okay.
All right, speaking of genius, coming up next from the Academy Award-nominated movie American Fiction, Oscar nominee Jeffrey Wright is here. We will be right back.
All right, everyone. This is a big deal. Our first guest is a Tony, Emmy, and Golden Globe winner. Now he's also an Academy Award nominee as the lead in American Fiction, which is also nominated for Best Picture. Please welcome the uber-talented Jeffrey Wright.
of your work.
I need to bring them everywhere I
Yes,
go.
yes.
You heard that already? You know Jeffrey!
Yes.
Wow, incredible.
We have so many things to congratulate. Congratulations, Oscar nominations, Golden Globe, everything. I mean, you are in the whirlwind right now. You, in fact, have the SAG Awards coming up this weekend, right?
Yes.
Is that coming up? So, what is it like being in this time right now?
It's a lot, but it's better than the alternative.
Yes, right.
When,
Yes.
you know, I've done this for a while now. I've been a part of projects that no one wanted to see. This is much better.
Yeah.
And you know, these awards are decided or nominated by our peers. So it's really wonderful that, you know, our colleagues are saying, well done.
Yeah, great work.
Absolutely. It is award season. You have 2 children, beautiful children, I might add. There they are right there. There's a photo of them.
Thank you.
How do you decide, if you only get 2 tickets, how do you decide between one?
Yeah.
Well, in this case, I've got a +1 and a +1. So,
Good.
you gotta keep the peace at home. You know, you gotta keep the peace, and they're very excited. They love these things. I actually need them at these events.
Okay.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I love them, yes, but also because they have seen so many more of these shows and movies than I have.
Yeah.
So I'm like the blind man, and they're like my walking stick. They know everyone.
They're your intel.
My son knows composers. He runs off in the middle of a show. I'm like, where'd you go? Oh, that guy was the composer for the Black Panther. I'm like, what? How do you know that? So I need them. I need them at these things.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you talk about needing them. You got the Oscars, of course, coming up. Do you have your fit out, ready, set to go? Are they giving you input? Are they saying, Dad, you should wear this? Are you worried about them upstage you with the swag?
They tend to look good, but I get a lot of help. There's a friend of mine who's become a friend of mine now, a guy named Monty Jackson, who helps me out. And so, we've got some good relationships. Our Monty's going to help us out, with the...
Do you remember back to school when we were kids, you used to lay out your clothes? Do you lay it out like, ooh, I'm going to kill him on the red carpet with that?
Your Garanimals, you're matching your tiger to your tiger. Got the PF flyers going.
Yes.
So easy back then.
Oh, you got to go back. You got to go back. Yeah, PF flyers definitely for the Oscars for me.
Okay, come on. That's going to go viral.
Easy.
That's going to go viral.
Armani, PF flyers. Boom. Yeah.
This is going to get a little personal, but when I hugged you, when we did our half hug, I couldn't help but notice how in shape you are.
Jerry.
And I have to,
okay.
No, I'm not. Guys, I'm not. Look, I'm not filled with I know I have some pumpkin and lavender spray.
Yeah, you guys been spraying pheromones around here. I mean, what do it's been a little.
Got all
crazy.
kinds of things going on in here.
But I appreciate that.
But I can't. I know you are an avid surfer.
Yeah.
You're from Washington, D.C. There's you in action right there.
Yeah.
There's a photo of you.
Wow. Yeah.
There's a set rolling in.
Wow.
How does somebody who's from D.C. become an avid surfer?
Well, there's an Atlantic Ocean over there. So there's a Chesapeake Bay as well, where my mom's family is from. Where I spent a lot of time. So I've got my grandfather was actually a waterman. He was an oysterman and a crabber on the Chesapeake Bay.
So cool.
Incredible man. He was also a whiskey maker and seller as well. You got to do what you got to do. A little something for everybody.
Yeah.
And he was a pitcher in the Negro Leagues. But anyway, there were many.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
He said he pitched against Satchel Paige, but you got to remember he was also a whiskey. He would
which one was the truth?
He would tell some tales as well as watermen do. But a lot of days spent on the Chesapeake, so the salt water is kind of in my veins. I used to love going to the beaches out there in the waves, and I skateboarded as a kid, kind of religiously until I broke my leg riding in a pool when I was 14, so I stopped. But went to Hawaii with my kids about 10 years ago or so, and my daughter was just obsessed with taking surfing lessons. And I was like, Dad, we gotta surf. She's about 7 years old at the time. I'm like, where's this coming from? Then I realized that she'd been going over to a friend's house watching Malibu Barbie videos. And Malibu Barbie surf.
Okay.
So I owe my surfing life now to Malibu Barbie.
Yeah.
But
It all comes back to Barbie after all.
Yeah. So actually went out and we filmed the Hunger Games later that year on the North Shore of Oahu, height of surf season. Wow. I took a couple of more lessons and we were there for about a month and a half, and I bought a board, started going out there by myself, and I haven't stopped since.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That is so cool.
You know, I gotta say, you and you're gonna have to teach me how to do that. I actually want to learn. There's not a lot of brothers out there surfing, so I would have loved for you to teach me how to surf.
But there are a lot. In fact, the guy that I took some lessons with in Hawaii, a guy named Buttons Kahulio Kailani. His dad was black, his mom was Hawaiian. Okay. Wow. And he was a legend. And he was just like kind of a surfing mentor to me. He was a guru. He would say things like, "Let the water come to you, brother Jay." You know, he was, he passed away a short time after I met him, about 9 months, sadly, of cancer. But the first time I saw him in the water, he had a fro. He looked like Black Neptune. Yeah. I was like, who is this dude? Yeah. So we're out there, man. We're out there. No question.
All right. Well, we're going to have much more with Oscar nominee Jeffrey Wright when we come right back.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Why are these books here?
I'm not sure. I would imagine that this author, Ellison, is black.
That's me. Ellison. Yeah. He is me, and he and I are black.
Oh, bingo.
No bingo, Ned. These books have nothing to do with African American studies. They're just literature. The blackest thing about this one is the ink.
That was a clip from the Academy Award-nominated movie American Fiction, and we're back with its star and Oscar nominee, Jeffrey Wright. You know, I gotta tell you, I absolutely love this movie and how it confronts the idea of having to conform to how society sees you. Like, for me, my family's from Nigeria. I grew up in Crenshaw, and yet because of the way I speak and carry myself, people have questioned my quote-unquote, my blackness, and I think to you in this character, was it easy for you to identify with your character, with this character, Monk?
Oh, whoa, yeah, and it was maybe too easy in some ways. Yes, on that side of the film, it's a story about a man who's a writer, and he wants to write as he wants. He has peculiar interests that are his own. He writes books that don't necessarily fly off the shelves. They're a little bit esoteric and all of that. But he wants to be seen for his authentic self. He wants to be creatively free. He wants to be intellectually free. He wants to be seen for who he is. The thing about this aspect of the film is it doesn't just apply to black men. Yeah. I think we all want to be seen for who we are.
Right. Yeah.
And so, you know, there's a wonderful relatability, I think, to his journey that many people across backgrounds have expressed to me. But there's also the story of this family as well. It's a family like who here is born of a family?
Hello.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're born of a family, you can relate to this family. It is crazy. It's loving. In spite of itself, it's inescapable, just like everybody else's family. And so what I love about our film is that, yes, it's told from our perspective, but it's an open invitation to people from across the board to join us and find themselves inside this story.
Obviously, it must be an incredible feeling being nominated for an Academy Award, but finding out that it was nominated for Best Picture. Tell me about those emotions.
Oh, so good. So good. Thank you. Thank you. What I love about that is that represents the work of everyone who is involved in this film. Not simply in front of the camera, but behind as well. We all, cast and crew, came together to work on this because we loved the script. It's based on a novel called Erasure by Percival Everett, and some of the crew would have copies of the book on set because they wanted to understand more about this story. As we were doing it, we really did it with a lot of passion. It's cliched, but we put a lot of love into this. We're a small film, small film.
And I got to give you guys the flowers too, because this is the first Black lead actor and supporting actor nominated for an Academy Award. Like, that's a big deal.
Wow. Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, it is cool, but I kind of go, after the first Black president, it's like, everything else is kind of, what took you so long, I mean, it's not really a reflection on the work that's been done. For example, Sterling K. Brown and I were talking about it. Denzel Washington was nominated for Malcolm X. Delroy Lindo put in an incredible supporting performance. Al Freeman Jr. as well. But they weren't the first to do this. But it's not a reflection on the work. It's kind of a reflection on our history, and that we make a lot of commentary about that as well in our film. But it's really exciting. I'm excited for everyone involved. I'm excited for Sheryl.
Wow.
Hey, can I say something? Can I say something? Just talking about everyone involved. The young man who is in that clip, his name is Ryan Doyle, young actor, local Boston actor. He was absolutely wonderful.
Aww.
Everyone.
That's so sweet.
Every part in this movie is so beautifully cast and played. When I walked on set that morning and I saw him, I said, yeah, that's Ned.
Yes.
That's him.
God.
So just wanted to shout him out.
I love that you gave him a shout out. It says what kind of a supporter you are. And speaking of that, you are a supporter of our next guest on this show as well.
Yes.
She is a groundbreaking CEO, Fawn Weaver. She is here for Black History Month, and she is a celebrated whiskey maker, and you're going to stick around to help us with her as well. Jeffrey Wright, everybody, American Fiction, currently in theaters right now.
Black History Month with our next guest, who not only embodies the American spirit, she also makes them. As the founder and CEO of Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey, she is the first and the only Black woman to lead an American spirits brand, and it just so happens to be the fastest growing one in history. Please welcome Fawn Weaver.
How they have the MVP chant go, give him the Oscar, give him the Oscar, give him the Oscar, give him the Oscar. All right.
So, welcome. A lot of us as Black whiskey drinkers.
Hey, yes.
We know about Nearest Green.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna merge two things together.
Yes.
What about his story made you want to take this journey?
Yeah.
And has something else in that dream or story done something for you that you didn't think you could achieve?
We were in the middle of 2016, and this, in my 40 years of living up until that point, Black don't crack, we know that. Yeah.
Right.
Up until that point, I had always seen America through the lens of grace, never through the lens of race. And for the first time in my life, I was being forced to see it in another light. And this story came to me in a moment where I needed hope for America. And I believed that that hope was embedded in this story. I was right. And so that's why I did it.
I I love that. I love when you find hope in something, and that's like the inspiration. Then you moved to Tennessee.
I did.
And you
Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Okay.
You see her face?
Okay.
You saw her face with the lynch on the front of that. Yes.
And you actually purchased the house of Jack Daniel to learn to learn to distill whiskey from Nearest.
And it wasn't just the home of Jack Daniel. It is the home of the original Jack Daniel distillery, Distillery Number 7, where Nearest Green was the first African-American master distiller and the first master distiller for Jack Daniel.
She literally bought the farm.
I bought the farm, 313 acres. The same water that was in Jack Daniel's in the 19th century is the same water that's running through there now.
That's amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to you because I got another question. But Brother Jeffrey, so you visited the Nearest house. What was that experience like for you?
Well, as Fawn described, this is a story about America, and really, it's the story about the beauty of this country. When I went there for the first time to shoot a short film telling the history behind Uncle Nearest, I was just amazed. I sat there at the point of where the still was set. There's a stream running down the hills. It's a beautiful piece of American land.
Yes.
It also happens to have some of the remnants of some of the houses that were there.
Yes.
Some of them slave quarters.
Yes.
But out of that came this incredible American, not just a brand, but an American symbol that was Jack Daniel's. This bottle that represents a type of freedom and all of this, and of course represents an incredible, the power of American industry. But all of these things come together in that place to create that, including this history, excuse me, that is complicated, yes, but that is ours. So it was where people don't understand, Nearest was the teacher. Nearest was the teacher, but let me ask you a question. You're finally realizing a dream that you had. Tell us about that.
What dream are you referring to?
Talk about the dream of the book. The book.
You're talking about this?
Yes.
Love and Whiskey. This is the first time this cover is ever being revealed. This book is ever being revealed. No one knew it was coming today. This isn't just a story. This is not a story of history. This is a story of her story within his story. That's the beauty of this book. It follows the journey from me finding the story to now building $1 billion whiskey brand to honor this man, his father.
Does everyone know who Uncle Nearest was and what he did? You'll learn it. You'll learn it in this.
You're
book.
learning it right now.
You're learning it in this book.
This is his son George Green that carried on his legacy. Uncle Nearest is the first known African-American master distiller, the original distiller for Jack Daniel Distillery, the teacher, the mentor, a history that for over 140 years America did not know. They will know that today.
They will know that. Fawn and Jeffrey, thank you guys so much. And be sure to check out Fawn's book, Love and Whiskey, available June 18th. We'll be right back.
Just around the corner. So today we are teaming up with our sponsors at morningsave.com to get you ready for spring cleaning.
That's right. And you can go to morningsave.com or scan the QR code to shop along with us. Let's get to it. It's time for the Talk Pop-Up Show.
All right. Take a look right here. This is the Shark Rotator Lift-Away Vacuum with Duo Clean Power Fins. You can clean your home with one of the most trusted names in household appliances. What makes this really unique is its lift-away design. Now you can vacuum in the classic upright mode as you see here, or you can detach and then watch your vacuum transform, as Amanda has, into a portable handheld vacuum. What do you think, Amanda?
Ooh!
That is some suction power. It works.
That was good. That was fast.
That works, that's for sure. Well, you can really clean your house top to bottom with that.
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
All right, let's talk price. Vacuums, as we know, they can be priced as high as $290, but we have them in our pop-up shop today for just $149.99. That is almost 50% off. All right.
Ooh, okay.
Now that your home is spick and span, sparkling clean, let's move on to something that is going to give your smile a sparkling clean look as well. Check out today's doorbuster deal. This is the Pure Sonic Whitening Rechargeable Sonic Toothbrush. It offers 3 brushing modes. Now, what is so convenient, it includes 12 brush heads, which is enough to provide up to 3 years worth of teeth cleaning. That's a lot of time to brush your teeth.
That's
Amanda,
right.
you have a beautiful pearly white smile. What do you think?
That's so nice. I actually do love these kind of sonic toothbrushes. They do really work. This is great. And all these brushes,
Brush heads.
3 years?
Yes. And all these colors to choose from. Now, our doorbuster deals are always so popular, so there is a limit of 3 per customer. Let's talk about price, though. Electric toothbrushes, they can be priced as high as $35, but we have them in our pop-up shop for just $15. And guess what, everyone in our studio audience, you're going home with one today.
You guys, our pop-up shop is open for a limited time, so you want to get these deals before they sell out. All you need to do is scan the QR code or go to morningsave.com right now. Hey, tomorrow we've got a brand new episode of The Talk with Wayne Brady, Deborah Cox, and Dr. Nicole LaPira. You don't want to miss it.